Today I have a thrift haul to share with you. I have some home decor and a little bit of fashion, so stay tuned to the end to see the styling that I did with most of those pieces. Hi, I'm Susan McDonald with Susan Jane Style, and I help people decorate and live stylishly. I help them source and style vintage and pre-owned home decor so they can make their home more beautiful. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you like decorating and styling your home with vintage home decor, and if you also enjoy vintage clothing and jewelry. So let's get started with my thrift haul. I've got some great things for summer and some really fun ideas to share with you. But first, let's go thrifting. One of my favorite items that I did find recently, look at this gorgeous box. Look how beautiful this is. It's very substantial. Love the details on the side, the detail also on the top. And look inside. You guys, it's red. Is that amazing? I think this is from Italy. I found the exact same thing online when I was at the thrift store trying to figure this out. Look, it's got felt on the bottom. And the other person who had one of these for sale stated this was from Italy. And I do think it's likely it's Italy because it has the red interior. And you can just tell under the gold that there's some red paint, which I think was very common in order to get the right sort of oomph in the gold, as I have found with sourcing vintage frames that have gold. It seems like there's a lot of red under those. Maybe some of you guys know the reasoning behind that. If so, please share so that I can learn. I would love that. I am keeping this because I want to put my remote controls in it and it will look fantastic in my living room. My next item, I knew what this was immediately. This was something that we used to sell at Bloomingdale's and also when I was working for Neiman Marcus. This is Costa Boda. There's a lot of copies of this, but I could just tell the distinction in this design. I'm like, I think that's Costa Boda. I think it's Costa Boda. So sure enough, I checked the bottom. I don't know if you can see that, but it is in fact signed. It's also signed on the front here by the artist. So this, I believe, is vintage. You will see this pattern out there. I think it's beautiful, whether it's Costa Boda or not. But because it was Costa Boda and it was priced for $6 and they sell online for $65, I did pick it up. I also think that this could be great for any 4th of July party you might have because you have red, you have white, and you have blue. I am constantly hunting for fake flowers for staging and for my own, for my own decor in my house. And look I found red hydrangeas. I think I have 6 stems. They are very nice quality. The bundle was $6 and you will see these later on in the styling, but I'm super excited to have a red color and to have these to do some styling with. Look at this solid brass key holder. Look, you can see there's 2 loops here for keys. And then we have a horse and rider or a jockey and rider. And again, solid brass. I looked this up online. These were listed online for sale. I don't think they actually sold for that. For $175, I think on Cherish, but I think for that horse person, the person who's into riding or breeding racehorses, really great piece, or for your den where you want to celebrate and feature horses, riding, ribbons, trophies, all of that good stuff. This miniature shutter doors, kind of in a shabby chic, chippy kind of way. And it actually has mirrors behind it. There's doors behind this. You can hang this on the wall, which I think would be very cute, but I think it would be better. I see it using it like on some kind of console table or credenza table. I see it as sitting as some kind of texture backdrop that you would add things in front. A very cool piece. It's really quite charming for somebody who might have a house in North Carolina, South Carolina. Atlanta is what I see. Someone who wants plantation shutters is what I think of these. I love a good Southwest piece, and I spotted this and immediately know I wanted it. It is made in Italy. I don't know if you can see that, but it's made in Italy, and this appears to be hand painted. So we have some kind of deer or kind of abstract deer or, animal, I think antelope, deer. And then it says terracotta background, and then I love the white with the black stripes, slightly tribal, great piece for your Southwest home. I would prop this in a little easel to get it to stand up vertically. This was $2.99. I have a set of 3 of these cactus artwork. I'm gonna try to sift through these. And they are framed and matted. One has some damage. You can see there's like water damage on that, but I couldn't leave them. So I'm going to try to, Project 104. I'm going to just get a new matting for these. I think they're very cute. I think they're very saleable. I know people love their succulents. I think they're a great size. I think they're really, really cute. 2 of these were $3.99 each. The one that had the little water damage was $2.99. Altogether, these were around $11, $12. My next piece is a set of 3 owls, and I didn't realize until I got home that they're supposed to be hear no evil, speak no evil, see no evil. So this will be speak no evil, and they're kind of a black gold effect. Here's see no evil, and then we have, I believe this would be, yes, here's Mr. Hear No Evil. So set of 3, and I wasn't sure if these were new or vintage, but they do appear to be vintage from what the research I had online. I will be selling these. I think these are very cute. I know people like owls, and I think it's a really great set for $4. I do look for these paper cardboard boxes when I'm out because I like to store accessories in these. And I like this size, I like the color. I also thought maybe I could use it for photography, staging my items. I think this was $2.99. It's nice and clean inside. I like the kind of preppy stripe and that pale blue with gold trim. Love these colors. And the ribbon, they stapled the price tag through the ribbon, but I can live with that because, you know, for the most part, it's just going to be for me. Even for decorating as an empty piece, I think it's a nice touch if you want to fill something on a bookcase. So you can have it, of course, lay flat, even tilted on the side. I think it's also can be a lot of fun. I have been picking up red lacquer lately, so I found this bowl for $1.99, so $2 on this. If it had been more, I probably would have passed. But this is now my fourth piece in this bamboo red lacquer. This was really popular, I think around 20 years ago. So now I have 3 vases and the bowl, and I think it's a really great set. Again, I like to have the bowl propped up like this and then my vases accompanying that. You will see that later in the video. I like this shade of red because it's not too bold in your face. It's very subtle, very tasteful. And I'm really excited that now I have a set of 4 pieces that will really relate and I can style those together. Okay, so now we're gonna do a little clothing. My first piece is something I have been looking for and wishing to find for a long time. Is this plain long sleeve white tee. This is by LL Bean, and this was $3.99. It's like new. I thrifted the exact same thing. It's my size large. I thrifted the exact same thing, I think 8 years ago, and I've worn that so much. It's such a great layering piece for under a sweater. And I always was like, gosh, I just want to go on LL Bean and buy a couple of these because they're so great. I was super thrilled to find this at the thrift store for $4, and that could not get in my cart fast enough. My next item was a very special item. I do not need any black blazers, but because this was Donna Karan, made in Italy. This was $6.99. It fit me really nicely. The shoulders are a little bit sloppy, if you will. They kind of hang over a little bit, but I thought I could mitigate that problem by just adding a shoulder pad to get it to sit appropriately. It's a beautiful, beautiful timeless jacket. The inside is signed as well. Donna Karan, made in Italy. So I think this has got to be from maybe the early 2000s. It's just a basic, simple black blazer. Stay tuned. I'll do a little modeling for you for my clothing. I'm also banned from buying sweaters, but I had to deviate that. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna have to get rid of some sweaters when I get home. But I saw this and I'm like, I really like the colors. I love that green, and I loved the pattern on this, kind of a zebra print, very sort of contemporary, great colors for me, especially the green color. It's very long. To me, it's definitely like a late 80s, early 90s style. It's got the shoulder pads in it. I did not recognize the brand name. This was $10.99, a little bit of a splurge. You can see that's longer, and you'll see in my photos later in the video how I style this. Even though, yes, it has a little bit of an 80s vibe, I still feel like it's chic and fabulous. I loved it. So I got it. I did find a beautiful chain belt. It's got that triple drop. This was extremely popular, I think in the mid 1990s. This is, of course, this would drape in front, and then there's a very generous large hook here. And I really liked this because I'm like, oh my God, this is gonna fit me. And I did try it on. There was still plenty of chain, and there's some kind of, I think, pagoda or some structure on the end of that. Great piece. I think I'm going to be keeping it. I have others that I can sell that are actually a little too small for me. This was $6.99, so $7, and I think so much look for the money. Feels like nice quality. My next piece I got at a Salvation Army that was just about to close, so I ran in there, tried really hard to find something that I liked, and I just couldn't find anything. And then I did find this frame, which I liked, and I really actually like, I think it has the original stamp or paper insert when it was sold. I don't think it was ever used. And I paid $3.99 for this. Oh, I had a coupon. I had my 25% off coupon. Paid $3 for this. I am working on a gallery wall for my dining room, and this I think could work in really nicely. I do like this texture. It has like an early 60s kind of white and gold painted motif on it, so I love the texture, and I think this would be a really useful size. These are Waterford. They are marked Waterford. It was kind of hard to find the mark. I picked them up. I initially, when I saw them on the shelf, I'm like, I think those are plastic, but I picked it up and it was weighty. I'm like, oh, I think it's nice. So then I gave it that ping test, and sure enough, it was crystal. And I looked for a mark, couldn't see it, so I did the Google Lens on these and came right back immediately and confirmed that these were in fact Waterford. So they ended up being, it was $1.25 each. There were a total of 9 pieces, so I bought all of them. I'm going to be selling 5 of them and keeping 4 for myself. And I want to emphasize that sometimes people get really afraid of red glassware, but it's very useful throughout the whole year. Red is a very festive, celebratory color, and it's not just limited to Christmas. There's many other times of the year that you can use a red goblet. And, you know, just bring in some red flowers or something else, red linens or whatnot. So, of course, Christmas, Valentine's Day, 4th of July, which is right around the corner. A great score. Again, $1.25 each. And you can see I've got some more here in the back. And yeah, they are fantastic. One more piece that I found that has a nice summer vibe to it. Look at this beautiful white bowl. Look at that rope detail. Very nautical, very sort of sailing, lake house. This is made in France. I couldn't find anything out about this manufacturer. I tried Google Lensing this bowl. I couldn't find out anything on it, but I thought it was a great buy at $7.99. So I did purchase this. This will definitely be in the shop. I also thought I could have some fun styling this for summer parties, summer entertaining. Okay, so that's it for the show and tell portion of the video. Now let's take a look at how some of those things styled up. That's it for today's thrift haul and styling. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like button and please subscribe to my channel. I do appreciate everyone who has subscribed and everyone who watches my videos. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.